see.
That's
You're
the
letting your
only
hair
reason.
grow out a bit more.
No, I'm being lazy a bit more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I need to cut it badly.
Yeah, I
It's
see.
getting long.
Yeah.
It's matching the beard.
Yeah, it's all flowing into it. Much like
Yeah.
the flowing locks of Jared Leto here.
What the fuck is that? Like,
I don't know.
honestly,
Who carries their head around with them?
who calls that camp?
I don't understand the theme, and maybe we'll talk about this later, but like the more pictures I see from it, the more I don't understand. I thought I get it, and then I don't get it.
It's a good version of his head, though. It's actually pretty decent.
It's pretty
one.
accurate, yeah. It looks like something from a horror movie set, and like someone's gonna shoot through it or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah, or someone's gonna cut his head off.
Yeah, yeah.
And put it in a bag or something.
Maybe
like
it's
that.
from Morbius. Maybe Morbius has his head cut off at some
Maybe.
stage. That would be very exciting.
Except, like, what? Vampires now grow back their heads.
I mean, yes.
We're going with that.
Is that one of their powers? Isn't it?
Sure.
They
Head growing capabilities.
Yeah, the sunlight is the main thing, and a stake through the heart, and then
Yeah, true.
So a head cut off should theoretically be fine.
Sure.
Should we ask our viewers when I start this episode of Straight to Series?
Yeah, and the turtleneck, by the way.
Oh, the turtleneck.
Love
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Go on.
Yes, we should start.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 12 of the Straight to Series podcast. My name is Connor.
I mean.
And welcome to Straight to Series episode 12. It's
Yeah, we started off with a banger. Have you
We
seen
did.
this image?
Have
of
you
the
seen
Met
it?
Gala?
From the Met Gala, yeah. Met
Gala.
What
No,
do you
you were
call
right.
it? The Meta Gala.
I said the Meta Gala.
Okay.
It's pretty meta what he's doing
It is
there.
pretty meta, yeah. You're right. For Jared Leto, it was the Meta Gala.
He's
For
so smug with that
For
head.
everyone else, it's the Met Gala.
So we think this is either his cup or his wallet. The head.
Well, I was saying...
This has to be another function.
Yeah, I was saying the first thing that would happen if I got inside with a copy of my head is I'd try drink out of it, or I'd leave it somewhere.
Yeah. I wonder if it's hollow.
I wonder.
Like Jared Leto's own head. He's a good looking, like 40-something-year-old man, though.
He's strange looking, though. Like, he's good looking in a strange
True.
way.
I feel like every 30 seconds to Mars fan is just screaming at you right now.
They're a very popular band.
He's fucking beautiful.
For not very good music.
If that's what your fan sounds like, I don't want that.
Yeah. For not very good music, they're a very popular
He's
band.
a savage frontman, though. Have you seen videos of
I've
him
seen
as a
it, yeah.
frontman?
Well, they
It's
put
ridiculous.
out a whole documentary about them. Have you ever seen it?
The one about the whole record companies like screwing them over.
Pretty much, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, yeah. So he's also a talented actor, despite his performance.
He's actually
as the
pretty
Joker.
decent, yeah. Oh yeah, I Instagrammed saying that he is officially too weird to play the Joker now.
And I think I agree. Yeah.
Many people did actually.
Yeah.
He's just such an odd fellow. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
I mean, all the other people playing the Joker were pretty normal, like Jack Nicholson.
Joaquin Phoenix now is pretty odd.
Yeah, but I think he knows he's odd. Jared Leto thinks he's cool.
He thinks he's God.
Yeah, whereas Joaquin Phoenix kind of knows that he's weird.
Like he's selling used tampons and shit like that.
His own used tampons as well.
That's
Yeah.
Leave vegans alone.
Sorry. Yeah.
Jeez.
You can eat them. You can put them somewhere. Jared Leto tampons, everyone.
I can't believe this is such an outlandish outfit that the turtleneck is like the last thing I actually noticed.
Is that so his thing is shaped like a heart. Is that meant to be like the Sacred Heart, like Jesus thing? Is it?
The man's got his own head in his
You're
hand.
right.
I don't
You're
know.
right.
I
I'm
really
reading
don't
too much
know.
into it.
I'd like to think it's a cup or a wallet.
Yeah, but what we did notice about him, very tiny hands.
Very
Teeny tiny.
Have you heard of Kiefer Sutherland's problem?
I have. I've heard of it. I've
So,
seen it.
Lads, if you want a hand job, get Kiefer Sutherland or Jared Leto to do it, because your penis will look huge in those hands.
It's like a Ken doll hand.
It
even,
is.
Even
It's
in the
so
shape.
small.
It's like in the shape to hold like Barbie's hand or her bags or something.
It's so undefined. Even for a hand. I've never seen an undefined hand.
Yeah, he does have gloves on now, in all fairness, but
He's barely got a hand.
there's like nothing to his hand.
It's like, when does a hand become a stump? You know, like he's
I don't know. I think a lot of handless vets would argue that he
when you don't have fucking fingers.
he very much has a hand and I do not. Right, well, we move on to what we were really meant to talk
When I
about.
can't finger my girlfriend.
Yeah. When I gotta learn to finger left-handed, that's when you have a stump.
Oh man, just give up.
Yeah, give up
You ever
at that stage.
done the old left hand shank?
No,
Or shank,
never.
I mean shake. like stirring the pot.
Funny enough,
An
Ian,
unruly pot that I just cannot get in.
I am left-handed, so yes, I have done the left-handed handshake. However, my right hand only occasionally comes out to play. Only occasionally. Not that I know what we're talking about.
If you're gonna go for a cheeky one, like a dangerous one.
Well, they call it. There's some like term for it. It's like a helping hand or a ghost hand or something.
Oh, is that though when you sit on it and it goes numb?
Well, no, that's dead hand.
Dead
when
hand.
You sit and go. That's the dead hand or dead arm thing. But like when you use the wrong hand, it's meant to be like it's something like the ghost hand.
I just feel like I end up
something.
stirring the pot. Like it does. Like,
it just takes too long. It takes too long.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'd be clean shaven, and by the time I come, I'd have this beard.
Well, I've never. This is getting very off topic, but I've never had a hand job from a girl that I enjoyed better than the ones. Like it never goes as well as if I'm doing it myself.
If a girl right now offered me a hand job, I'd be like, "What the fuck? I'm not 13." You know?
Exactly.
Like it's for 13 to 17-year-olds.
Okay, well, like. I'll like finger you and you give me like a hand job or something.
But I'm not doing anything else.
I'm not doing anything else.
And you can't touch my boobs.
Yeah, I'm not like licking you or something. Can I like touch your boob or something? Just a boob. And she gives, and it's like she just starts like giving an over the pants hand job in the most uncomfortable mashing it. She's mashing it.
Patty cake.
Yeah, she does that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. My thing about Kiefer Sutherland though is that have you heard that they had to make smaller guns for him in 24?
It's
great because there's loads of shots where the camera's coming up right next to his gun, and he needs baby hands Kiefer.
Oh, I love it.
Baby hands Sutherland. That sounds better.
Sutherland. Yeah.
So he has to have smaller guns made.
Do you think?
I just quit the show out of embarrassment. Yeah, he died from a terrible case of mortification.
Do you think? Do you think he's the designated survivor because when everyone put their hand up to not be it, no one could see his? That's how he ended up designated survivor.
I'm wiggling my fingers.
Well, it's so because he's got such a like deep masculine voice and everything.
Great voice.
Yeah,
he's got a villainous voice.
He does. Yeah,
we talked about phone booth.
Phone booth, yeah, exactly. A villainous performance.
Don't use my fucking phone booth.
Yeah,
that's what the whole film's about.
Pretty much.
Some guy uses Colin Farrell uses.
Stop cheating on your girlfriend and get out of my phone booth. Pretty much. That's what the movie's about, really.
It's actually about an unemployed man that's got way too much time on his hands.
Well, that too.
And tiny hands.
I mean, that's the same as Speed, though. Pretty much, like.
Or every film that has a criminal mastermind.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All he needs is direction, people. Yeah, that's all he needs, and a girlfriend.
And a girlfriend, yeah.
And we all know that girl that would like that guy.
Well, so I watched a comedian recently. Have you seen The Degenerates on Netflix?
No,
it's like a collection of like 6 or 7 comedians.
Is that the one with your man, the Cuban?
Joey Diaz.
Diaz.
It has Joey Diaz.
Gala beam.
Motherfuckers. It has Joey Diaz, Christina P., Brad Williams, who's a dwarf. Is a dwarf or I don't know what to say.
I think it's dwarf.
It's dwarf, I think, but it's little.
When you're taking advice from me, you're probably wrong.
He's a little person anyway, and he's very funny. It also has this is so typical. I can't remember the name of the 2 other female comedians on it.
Come on,
I know. I'm sorry. I got Christina P.
Is it Amy Schumer?
No, it's not.
Sure?
She just gave birth.
Did she?
She did. She just gave birth to a little baby boy. And Meghan Markle.
You know her new Netflix special. She's pregnant in it.
Yeah.
I said to my girlfriend, "Oh, she's so fat in this one," and I knew she was pregnant. My girlfriend's like, "No, seriously, she's pregnant. She's not fat because I'm pretty sure a lot of males like she's a big girl." Mm-hmm. But she didn't get my joke. She just actually thought
thought you were just being
an idiot and a man.
Yeah, but this girl has this great joke where she's like. She's like, even murderers in prison get letters from women who love them. So, you know, if you're not out here having sex when you're out here, you're the one who's doing something wrong.
That's a good point right there.
So there you are. That was her advice to men.
Shout out to weirdos everywhere.
In fairness, though, her segment was... It was funny because I watched them all back to back because I just love watching comedy specials. And they're only half an hour long, so they were short. And her segment, she really, like... goes after men for almost all of her segment, and you know it's genuinely funny. Like she has some good stuff in there. It's not just like it didn't feel like an attack.
Yeah.
But then Joey Diaz comes on and talks about how fucking great it is to be a man, like right after her.
Perfect.
So it was really good.
Well, I've spoken to my girlfriend about this, where I think one of the problems with female comedians the problem is men.
No.
Because I think when men go, oh, women be shopping, women go, yeah, we fucking, yeah, you nailed us. But if a woman goes on and goes, oh, and I'll put up the shelves for you, honey, we're like, well, I fucking put those shelves up. I fucking screwed them into the wall. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I did a good job.
We're
we're like, back off.
Basically, we're less accepting of criticism.
That's it. Yeah.
We're just
leave
like,
my
what?
shelves alone.
Also, she did this other bit, and I'm talking about her segment now, but she was like, how many of what's the first question you ask your friend after a one night stand? And the first thing she does is ask the men, and the men shout out stupid shit like, how big was her vagina, and all this stuff. Yeah, that's like the first thing. And then they ask all these,
could you store shit in it? Like,
there's like, and they ask all these stupid things, and then she says, okay, women, is the first question you ask your friend after she's had a one night stand is, did you come? And all the women go, yeah. And they're like, see, men, not only do you not give a shit if we come then, but none of you are ashamed now that is our first question.
Great.
And it's just silence in the audience from the dudes. I mean, they were laughing, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm looking out at you. None of you are ashamed of that. So
that's a nice way of putting men down and being on their side as well.
yeah.
Because, like, that type of banter men love, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
We should get into some movie news.
Yes, we really should. Well, we're not talking about movies first. We're talking about Game of Thrones.
Yes, we are.
The biggest TV show in the world.
Most cinematic.
The most
TV
cinematic
show.
TV show, yeah.
When you can see it.
Yeah, when you can see it. We didn't get to talk about The Long Night, did we?
We did, but without spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I actually put a clip up on YouTube and all.
Oh, yeah, so
yeah,
you did.
we covered it for around 9 minutes where we were just unhappy with the whole
Pretty
episode.
much, yeah. Well, for this episode, I don't know about you, The Last of the Starks, episode 4, I really enjoyed it.
Yes, I really enjoyed it too, and we are on the minority.
Because there's only 2 episodes of Game of Thrones that are not certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Unbowed, Unbent, Unbroken, which is season 5.
5, okay.
It's about the sand snakes and all this stuff. And Dorne, it's not very good.
It isn't.
And this episode, The Last of the Starks, which is sitting on a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is so weird because I really enjoyed this episode.
I wouldn't say I really enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it more than The Long Night.
Yeah.
I much preferred it to The Long Night.
Yeah, same. I thought it was a step up from The Long Night in terms of like pretty much everything. I
had so many problems with The Long Night.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck's that? What's that? I can't see anything. Is that person dead? No, they're not dead.
Yeah.
Oh, they should be doing this. No, they should be doing that. Why are they focusing on this character?
And you told me after I spoke to you, you had even more problems with The Long Night.
You just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was so fixated on not being able to see shit that I wasn't even thinking of characters' arcs or what characters should be presented in this way or that way. I was just like, turn on the fucking lights. I was so frustrated watching that episode.
Yeah.
And I was so hyped for that episode that honestly, as just Game of Thrones, the title came up, my goosebumps were fucking massive. You could have sanded a bench with these goosebumps, you know. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I really was. And even though it was dark at the start and the whole army is just almost facing off with darkness, I was sweating. I had a cold sweat going on. I was like, it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down. 30 minutes later, I'm like, at some point I'm gonna realize what's going on in this episode.
Well, I was the same. I watched it twice.
Sorry,
Ian's very sick.
Yeah, I'm a bit sick.
Yeah, a bit nasally. I watched it one time. I didn't watch it one time. I'm gonna take the sentence back a bit. Can we get a retake? Editor, will you edit that out? Thank you, editor.
No.
I watched it the first time and I was like so intense and I was really into it the whole time, and then it got to the end of it and I was like, I didn't enjoy that and I don't know why. So and I stay up to watch them at 2:00 in the morning. Like I stay up, so I stayed
you're
up.
dedicated. Did you have another Thrones party?
No, I haven't had any Thrones party because I've been staying up.
Yeah, but I thought you were saying that you were going to have a few people over, have a few drinks.
I did, and then I found out that I would only do that if I was waiting till Monday. And
okay.
I'm not waiting till Monday.
All right, fair enough, yeah.
But I might do it for the finale. I haven't decided yet. But that might lead to people falling asleep before the episode starts.
Yeah, that's the problem. You need to start drinking really late.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to drink late. No, but I watched it the second time, and that was where all my criticisms came up. Like the ones that I was telling you about.
And it was all character-driven
Yeah,
criticism,
much.
really.
Yeah.
So,
and thoroughly enjoyed a lot of the character decisions in this episode. I thought they were really true to the characters.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have a problem with the character decisions this episode.
So let's fight them.
Yeah, let's fight them.
Let's verbally fight them.
Well, I've only heard the general stuff. Like, I know some of the general arguments is
we're going to spoil
by
this
the way,
episode.
Yeah, we've decided that because this is the biggest show and this comes out on Sunday,
and it's the most pirated show in the world right now, that most likely just like Endgame.
Yeah.
Everyone's pretty much seen it that cares for the show.
So we've just decided that we can't talk about it unless we spoil it. So we're just going to spoil it.
We're going to spoil it.
Yeah.
So
sorry,
heads
people.
up.
I mean, not
skip over this if you haven't seen it. But keep
exactly.
watching.
But you know.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please.
Get on
share.
that, because you know it's 6 o'clock all the time with this guy.
It is 6 o'clock all the time. Let's stick to 6 o'clock this week, shall we?
Yeah.
And let's not reiterate what was said at the end of that last episode. Let's go into some rotten reviews of this episode.
Oh yeah, baby. So it's at 57%. Have we said that? Yeah, we have.
I think I said that. Yeah,
56. 56%. It's getting worse by the minute.
When you click in, it's 56.
If I click back out and then back in,
55.
Am I doing this?
Yes, I think
Do you want to
so.
read the consensus?
Critics' consensus. The Last of the Stark strains to set the board for Game of Thrones' conclusion, but serves up enough political intrigue and touching character interactions to satisfy. I disagree.
Rotten Tomatoes, though, seems to kind of like the episode.
Yeah, they seem to half like it.
That sounds more positive than negative.
Yeah,
I would call it. Anyway.
That's really strange. That's really strange. Hang on, how can it be rotten if 53% of them are fresh and 42 are rotten? And yet,
yeah, but I think 60%
is rotten. Okay.
Gotcha. Is fresh. 60% are over.
Fresh.
See, there's another thing there that's 58%.
Gotcha.
What is that? The Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing, right. So do they have any written reviews here that we can go through?
Yeah, sure. Let's go down.
So a lot of the criticisms are... here we go. Okay, well, that's... even setting aside the bits about Daenerys, this was, in general, a weaker episode. I thought it was a stronger episode.
2 out of 5. Ooh.
Yeah, that's bad. I just want... Is there any specific ones?
There's a positive one. Was a fascinating lesson in how Westerosi...
Official...
Westerosi?
Yeah, Westerosi. Official histories come about. I don't know where you got that from, but...
the one positive review, and we're like, I disagree.
Yeah. Isn't this whole thing Westerosi history, technically speaking? Anyway, because we know the specific criticisms of them, and I just want to see if we can find one that specifically says it, because otherwise I'm just going to generalize what I think people are saying.
Seti uppy.
Yeah.
There's a term
for it. It's a little
you.
table seti uppy. Okay, first off, you know this guy is a prick, even though he's giving it a fresh. I'm sorry. I'm going to call him a prick because his rating system is 15 out of 20. You can
Where's it say that?
Rating 15 out of 20. You can do out of 5 or out of 10. Otherwise, you're a cook. I said it. Let's move on.
If you do out of 5, because if you do halves, it means it's out of 10, really.
Yeah, I suppose.
Out of 5. That's the way I always look at it anyway.
5 is more limited, so I can understand if people go to 10.
Okay.
20, you're giving yourself too much.
That's right, 20.
Way too much.
And you're just dividing it. The minute I see that, I'm dividing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which means he gave it like a
3 out of 4.
7.5? 3 out of 4, yeah. Yeah, 3 out of 4.
That's
like,
what you gave it.
Yeah,
Because some people do the 4-star review as well, which is weird. I hate
I don't like
the A
that.
to F.
Oh, not a fan.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Not a fan. Yeah, we're not all Americans. You can't.
A to F. What
to
you
F.
doing?
It's just stars or out of 10. That's how it should be forever. What's this more? Okay. There's one about Daenerys' evolution there. That looks interesting. Daenerys' evolution into the monster she's fought against has suffered similar problems. As a narrative idea, it's great, but in actual execution, it's been roughly sketched. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
Especially this season.
So we've disagreed with the positive review and we've agreed with the rotten review.
They were both cooks, both of them.
Here, let's just go with what we think, or what the general criticism has been.
Should. So the general criticism has been that they are weakening. They are both weakening strong female characters and removing strong female characters. And in a show that is ruled by men, it's not a welcome thing to see.
Yeah, and by the way, Cersei just doesn't exist because it's ruled by men.
People just forget about Cersei.
The harshest character, probably the strongest character in the whole series.
I've always liked Cersei. Like, I've hated Cersei, but
I like hating her.
Yeah,
I love hating her. Like Joffrey, I miss hating him.
Yeah.
I actually miss hating that guy.
I like Cersei. Like, Cersei had a lot of redeemable qualities at the beginning, you know?
Yeah, we also love Greyjoy.
Greyjoy, yeah, Euron. Oh my god,
Euron Greyjoy. Yeah. He's a bad guy. We love to love.
I love to hate him.
We love to hate him. Yeah,
I don't even hate him though. I just like him. I just people claim that he's this like one note character or whatever. I'm like, yeah, he totally is, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need more development from the Greyjoys because frankly, we've had so much time with Theon. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Pieces.
Yeah.
No, he was together.
No.
He
was still in pieces.
Was he?
Oh, he gets to go to his dick in the sky now. He gets to join his dick in heaven.
His dick and the two balls are spread out like they hug him.
Welcome, Theon. There's no whores in heaven.
That sounds like a big dick right there. Welcome to y'all.
Well, you know.
He was
a
man of women.
A man of many women. Yeah, he was. That's why his dick was cut off in the first place.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But yeah,
that's what you get.
That's what you get.
So now Ramsay, we know that he's got a little shooter in there.
Yeah, poor Ram. Well, I doubt
a little James Bond gun, you know.
Well, he was
the equivalent.
He seemed to satisfy that girl who ran the Hound's pen pretty successfully. Do you remember that?
Oh, he did, but is that just a power play?
I don't know. She really loved him, so she probably was like.
Yeah, remember she had that face though, where she was like, "Fucking, are you done yet?"
No,
is that not when she was looking out the window?
Oh,
and she's just like, "All right, here we go again."
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember the first.
He's tumbling it in.
Is he? He's phoning it in.
Just like that a marshmallow stick.
He was.
Oh my god! I'm like pouring here.
Oh my god. No, so
tumbling in a softie.
Tumbling in a softie. That's it. No,
more
but
tum than softie.
More tum. Funny how we're trying to talk about the removing female characters, and all we can talk about is men fucking when we talk about this show.
I don't know what they're talking about.
No, but so the main criticisms are for Missandei, because she died in this episode. She was beheaded. And Brienne, right?
Yeah, Brienne. Yeah,
those are the two main.
Losing Jamie.
Yeah.
Did he have a problem with her sleeping with Jamie?
I don't think so. Well, that's been set up for a while.
Oh,
you know?
a long time.
Yeah.
Like since what, season 3?
Season 3. Late season 2. I think they met in late season 2.
Does he escape in season 2?
He doesn't escape. Catelyn Stark sets him free.
Oh, no, well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
It's late season 2. Definitely.
Right. So yeah, it's been set up since then. They've had sexual tension since then.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I totally buy their relationship. Absolutely. They're two people who started off despising each other and then grew to like each other, and then there was this mutual respect and sort of admiration for each other.
She saved him.
Yeah, and there was genuine love between the two of them.
That scene in the
jacuzzi,
bathtubs, yeah. That's when I seen her in a different light. I was like, I would climb that tree.
Well, that's what Tyrion says. He's like, I've been waiting to make small person jokes for years. Yeah, now you have to climb a mountain. But people think that because when Jamie leaves her, she like breaks down and cries in such a real emotional way. People are like, that really takes away from her strong character or whatever. But in my head, I was like, that's totally in line for Brienne. Like, she is, despite her stoicism, when she cares about something, she's clearly very emotional.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
And also just deepens the character.
Yeah, I thought so.
It really does. Yeah. Like, you can't just be that strong type all the time. No. Like, we've seen Jamie Lannister break as well. Maybe not like crying in that way, but
also, like, I'm of the opinion he said all those things because he didn't want her to follow him.
Because he loves her.
Yeah, because he loves her, and he's like, I need you to stay here, and he would rather he died knowing that she hated him than if he went off and died knowing that she loved him.
And also, I thought that was my favorite scene.
Really?
In the whole show, in that whole episode, was her reaction.
Yeah. When
she was crying, I actually, oh my god, like my heart went out to her when I was watching that.
It's so raw as well.
She's Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
She's fantastic.
I love her. She's such a good actress. Mm-hmm. And what was the other episode where she got knighted?
When she
in
got
episode
knighted.
3.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. She has
Yeah, she has a goofy
Goofy
smile
smile
and the
and
tears in
everything.
her eyes.
yeah.
That was so natural.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, I was saying like Vin Diesel, and he's like, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, get over here, girl. I
Yeah,
love you.
yeah.
Even if Michelle Rodriguez nearly flies into oblivion and gets she nearly dies, and he's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, hey girl,
It's like
you all right, girl? Like
It's-
that's not how you would react. You'd
No.
be in tears. You'd be like, oh my god, I nearly lost the love of my life.
yeah.
That's the way she was. It was so natural.
Yeah.
And goofy,
It was.
just the way it should be.
And I think maybe the other thing that people criticized about that specifically was the fact that like she kind of just went up to him. She was like, "Please don't go, I beg you," or whatever. And
Yeah.
she didn't like try and stop him or whatever. But I don't know. It's just the split second decisions you make, I guess. And Jamie has to like for story reasons. Jamie has to go to King's Landing to try and kill Cersei. In my
Cersei,
opinion,
yeah.
that's what he's
Totally.
going to do. But
Him and Urine.
him and Euron, yeah, they're gonna
Euron.
fight.
Sorry,
like-
Urine.
Sorry.
He's gonna take a piss on the way.
Him and Urine are gonna have a fight.
I blame Nicole. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, they gotta have a big showdown.
that'd be awesome. Yeah, Euron with his axe, the axe that he has.
Yeah.
But
Making hand jokes all the time.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, good attempt. I'll give you a hand.
Yeah,
You know, all this
Give
shit.
you a hand for
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that scene specifically was really good. I thought the reactions were genuine, and I'm not a woman, so I suppose I can't criticize the show. But
There you
know,
go. So shut up.
yeah. But even the
You don't understand.
even the Missandei thing, because I was watching the Twitter as I was doing it, and I was kind of like, there was a lot of love for Missandei on Twitter.
More love than I thought. Even though I liked
Yeah.
the character, I never loved that character.
I mean, I liked her. I liked her in Grey Worm.
Yeah.
But like, I find it so fascinating that people get attached to certain characters in the show. Like, for example, I thought Grey Worm was going to die at the Battle of Winterfell.
Yeah, I thought he died.
I thought he died multiple
I
times.
actually thought he died.
And I was ready. I was waiting for him to die. Like,
Yeah.
just because I'm ready for a character to die doesn't mean I'm not going to be sad, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be angry at the show.
Yeah.
But yet I know it was a good move.
It was a good move, yeah. So,
Rob Stark, man, I'm still going to counselling meetings over that. Like, honestly, seriously, I need a support group. After the
Exactly.
Red Wedding, I was so fucked after that. I was so
Yeah.
fucked after the Red Wedding. There's an episode of Dexter. This is going off topic, but there's a
you love Dexter.
The ending is so bad.
Yeah.
So bad, but I loved Dexter.
Yeah.
There's an episode in it, and one day I was on my own. Everyone in my house had gone,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought a bottle of wine and a pizza.
Oh my
And
God.
it was a liter of wine. It was an actual liter.
Jesus.
And I drank the whole thing with like spritzers as well, like Samantha style,
Oh
having
my
like
God.
white wine spritzers, eating pizza, watching Dexter. And there's such an emotional part where a character gets killed.
Yeah.
And I cried. And then I puked.
Oh my God.
As I was puking, I was like, "You're such a fucking mess." I'm like, "You're on your own."
Yeah.
Like I had friends, but I thought it was cooler. Like not cooler, but I just wanted to watch this on my own. And I was like, "Fuck it, why don't you know what? Lidl's just down the road. I'll get some wine." And then I'm like, "They have a liter bottle of wine. It's €5.
Yeah.
Why not?" Pizza, why not? And then next thing, cut to 2 hours later, and then there's like, "Ugh, why did she have to die?"
Oh, I think I know the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a similar incident, but
She also shares the same name as my girlfriend, but that's not
Oh.
why I was crying.
No. good to
Take her.
Good to let her know that. Take her instead.
Yeah.
Not fake. Not fake girlfriend. Real girlfriend.
Sorry, we
Kill
went
her.
off topic, but I just, I'm still humiliated by that story, but yet I find it hilarious.
Well, I had a similar
That
incident.
was last week. Go on, what were you
where
saying?
I had a similar incident where I was home and all my mates were at a party or something. And I think I had to babysit my brothers. And I was of age. I was 18 at the time, so drinking was allowed. And I went back and I was like, I'm going to drink by myself here and watch TV and do whatever I want.
Do whatever I want.
I want because I can't go to this party and I'm annoyed about that, but I still like a drink. So I went back and I had like 2 or 3 beers, and then I looked at the date on the cap, and they were a year old. They were a year out of date, and I was midway through my 3rd beer when this happened. I was violently ill the entire next day.
No way.
Yeah, the entire
And your
next
friends
day.
at the party were probably fine.
I was texting them. I was like, "Don't worry, guys. I'm drinking along at home. I'm doing whatever."
Oh, yeah?
And they were like, "Oh, very nice, very nice." And then midway through, I was like, "Fuck, these beers are a year out of date."
This tastes funny.
I was totally fine going through. I was
Yeah.
like, I'll just fucking drink. They weren't beers that I normally drank, so I was
Okay.
like, I assume they just taste like this. So I just
Yeah,
kept
sure.
going, and then like I checked on the 3rd one, and it was not a good day the next day. So similar enough story, but
Miss Sunday.
Missandei, yeah. People are saying that she was it was not only she was this woman, she was one of the last female characters, she was the last black character on it or something. Or
Well, it must be black female because
yeah.
Grey Worm is...
I know, yeah. All the Unsullied are kind of they're like, I don't know what they are.
Not Caucasian
Not
anyway, put it
Caucasian
that
anyway.
way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they were like, there's not a lot of strong black representation on the show, and you killed off one of the last characters or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I was kind of like, this is an interesting way. I thought Grey Worm would go before Missandei and she would be sad.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting dynamic I wasn't expecting to see.
I loved the scene.
Yeah,
To
same.
chop her head off, and it doesn't even focus on the head dropping.
Yeah.
It focuses on Grey Worm, and
Yeah.
he turns away. You can't even watch it. And I actually really enjoyed that scene.
And Peter Dinklage's performance up to that scene is so good. Same with Lena Headey. The two of them acting circles around everyone
They
else
are
in that scene.
great together.
Oh.
They're so good together. I feel like I'm watching a stage
They're
play.
so far away from each other on the screen, but you feel like they're right next to each other. There's such intensity between the two.
And the fact, did you feel like an arrow was about to fly as well?
Totally. I thought he was going to
It's
die.
that type of show.
Also, it's a real interesting thing to see because Sansa makes a point of saying, "You're afraid of Daenerys," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I guarantee you he would not approach Daenerys the way he approached Cersei."
Yeah, he'd be on fire right now.
Yeah,
He'd
exactly.
be fucking ash right now.
So clearly he's
Yeah.
not afraid of Cersei, which
Yeah.
I
I think he's afraid of her, but he's
He
got
knows.
like a calculated fear, you know?
Yeah.
Like he knows, like he's not gonna run at the wall
No,
either. He
no.
walks in a very calculating kind of pace where he's like, "Please don't shoot me."
yeah, but it was
You know.
it was you know.
But he has big balls.
He's got big balls for the imp. I was gonna say big dwarf balls.
Well, you said it anyway.
Even though I established earlier that little person is the term, but whatever.
yeah,
you know?
whatever. He's got
Um,
big balls.
But yeah, people also said that Missandei was a freed slave and that she died in chains again, and I was kind of
True.
like,
Well, is that not kind of poetic?
it's kind
as
of Game
well?
of Thrones, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's kind of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then she says Dracarys to burn the city down helps lead to Daenerys' fall into this fucking crazy evil villain that she's going to become, that I've said from the beginning of this season.
Great line.
Yeah,
Dracarys.
then beheaded. It's good.
Yeah.
And also we lost a dragon.
Did not see that coming.
Arguably one of my favorite moments in Game of Thrones ever. My brother and I rewinded it like 5 times.
I did not see that coming. When it went into its chest, I was like, it's okay. It's going to land in the water. It's going to be injured. And then, boom!
Right through the neck.
Like, it's not, it's
I loved
going
it.
down.
Oh,
KO.
So good. So good.
KO.
Now people are like, surely the dragons would have seen and all this, pointing out plot holes. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you are totally right. But the long night was just as stupid.
Yeah.
So, and actually, you know what? That is a criticism for the episode, that the writing, in terms of, like, there are other ways you can have the dragons die that make more sense narratively.
Yeah. Well, the show every once in a while
Yeah.
does the cheesy
Yeah.
procedural type show technique. It happens throughout Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's so good that when it happens, you're like, wait, what the fuck? Because it
Yeah.
has done it a few times. There's been a few times where I'm shocked. I'm like, no, that's terrible for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But it's because it happens so minutely
Yeah.
that when it does happen, you're like, what the fuck?
I think it's just happening a lot more frequently this season, and that's
Yeah,
what
it
people are
seems
picking
like
up
it.
on.
There's too much hype around it as well. It's like
Totally.
Endgame.
Totally.
I never thought Endgame would be as good as it was.
Yeah. There's too many people watching it as well, A lot of idiots watch this show. Like, looking at Twitter, I'm watching it, and I'm like, there's a lot of fucking idiots here.
Well, I told you there was a guy that's seen the Endgame. I seen on the YouTube, the Endgame trailer, YouTube comments, one guy was like, why is Hawkeye cutting his own arm and he's cleaning his blade, and I was like, that guy doesn't deserve to watch that movie.
Oh no,
He doesn't deserve
He
to be
doesn't.
online. That guy has internet access. He's dangerous.
Well, he should deserve to watch it. To move on to our next topic, to get Endgame to where it should be, #1 in the box office. Get up, box office mojo.
So Titanic has sank.
Yes, the Titanic has sank, and James Cameron has tweeted
Begrudgingly, yeah.
begrudgingly saying, "Congratulations, you are the second highest earner in all time. Please stop."
Yeah, if you read closely, you can actually see the grinding of his teeth
Yeah,
as he's
pretty
saying
much. You
these
can hear
words.
it. You can hear it. Yeah, but Avengers Endgame is sitting at 2.3 billion worldwide.
Billion, and this would be, let's see, this is Wednesday's
Numbers.
So that would be 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's out
pretty
2
much.
weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah,
Pretty much.
just under 2 weeks.
Yeah.
yeah. So after this weekend, do you think it'll be 2.7? Do you think
I
this
read
weekend?
something like an article saying
Yeah.
it could do it,
Yeah,
but surely if it doesn't do it, it will do it.
it'll do it. Like
You
if it
still
does,
think 3 billion?
yes, I do. I think it could do 3 billion.
Billion.
I really do. Like, look at the cinema life of Captain Marvel. Like, that's been out nearly 2 months now. You know,
Endgame helped that a
totally,
lot.
totally. Endgame help it, but Spider-Man comes out in 2 months as well.
I know.
So there might be a rush just before Spider-Man to see Endgame, so that
Endgame,
they can go
I think
into
so.
it.
There might even be a double bill. I'd
Yeah,
love to see a double bill of
Exactly.
that. Oh my god, the urination schedule on that would be so tight.
That's a big issue for you, I know. Your urination schedule.
Speaking of, no, I'm okay.
It's like
I'm okay.
clockwork.
I'm going now.
But it's doing really well, and all the other movies that are out right now are not doing very well.
They
at
are
all.
limping.
Yeah, pretty much. They're all struggling to make $1 million because Endgame is just taking up so much of the money,
Yeah, we were looking at Long Shot, Seth Rogen's new film.
which is apparently meant to be quite good.
Yeah, and
Surprisingly,
it's getting destroyed by Endgame.
pretty much. On Monday, not a single movie made over $1 million. On Tuesday, Long Shot did, and The Intruder did.
But we should compare that to 10 million on
Yeah.
Monday for Endgame.
Yeah, sorry. Endgame made 10 million on Monday. On Tuesday, it made 12 million.
12 and a half. Actually, it nearly made 11 million on Monday. It's crazy.
And then Wednesday, it's made 8 million.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's
Yeah.
actually, it's so far from the competition.
It really is. It's eclipsing pretty much everything that it goes up against.
Shazam
As
is
it
still up
should.
there.
Is Shazam still up there?
Yeah, the top 10.
It's less than Captain Marvel, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny, isn't it?
Yeah, there you are. See? That's the power Endgame has.
But you can see that Captain Marvel's now 7th.
Yeah.
Because the hype has somewhat worn
Totally.
off.
Well, it's because, oh god, Dumbo's not doing well. Anyway,
No, it didn't do well at all.
people watching Endgame, I know people who haven't seen Captain Marvel. Like actually, the guys I went to see it hadn't seen Captain Marvel.
Really,
And,
you wouldn't need to see it.
No, you wouldn't. But
You
they
actually don't need
but,
to see it.
But when when she shows up, they're like, "Who is she? What are her powers? She seems really powerful." And I was like,
did
"Yeah,
they not see the trailer and shit like that though?
I know," but they were just like they just didn't know who she was.
Right, because I feel like if you've seen all the trailers for Captain Marvel and then you went to see
You've seen
Endgame,
the movie.
you're sorted.
Pretty much.
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't even say like that's a stretch. That's pretty
Yeah.
bad saying you've seen the movie, but you've seen enough to know who she is
Yeah.
in relation to Endgame.
Yeah,
really.
pretty much. There's there's not a lot of story around her in the movie anyway.
No, she
so
only pops in and out, which I'm glad.
5 to 10 minutes at most of her.
At most.
Yeah.
Start and end.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Nowhere in the middle.
No, she is. She's not even. Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes at most, I'd say.
Yeah.
But that's it. That is kind of interesting because I would because I see all these movies, I would never have the perspective of someone who misses a couple. So it is interesting that they were kind of like, who is she, and yet still enjoyed everything that was coming out of the movie.
Still went to see the movie.
Yeah, and loved it. But yeah, so I'm predicting this weekend, Avatar. We'll be saying goodbye to Jake Sully,
The Navi.
the Navi. Yeah, we're gonna get. Endgame is gonna take all their unobtainium.
Oh yeah,
This
it's going to be
weekend.
obtained.
Yes, they're gonna obtain what is unobtainable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Then they're going to rename it Obtainium.
Yeah, they're gonna rename it Obtainial, and then they're gonna teabag James Cameron, pretty much. Robert Downey Jr. is going to visit James Cameron's submarine and teabag his mouth.
Nice.
Yeah, that's because that's the rules. When you
Yeah,
become
that-
number one
that's
box office,
Yeah.
you get to teabag the person
Whoever
who's
you
below
want. Like,
you.
seriously.
Yeah, James Cameron had to do it to himself when Avatar beat
Yeah.
Titanic.
And he loved it.
He loved it every second.
Extra
of it.
vinegary.
Every second of those salty balls was like heaven for him. Yeah. He made sure to go swimming and like not change his underpants
You know those
for a
Chinese
while.
balls that you...
That was exactly it.
You're
The ones that
thinking-
Magneto has.
Does he
Yeah.
have them in them?
He has
Yeah. The meditation kind of balls,
Yeah.
aren't they?
You know when the fat guy has sex with Mystique in X-Men 2 and she
Yes.
injects him and then he goes in.
Always pop a boner at that scene.
So do I.
Yeah.
Too much iron in your blood.
much
And then he
iron.
takes it out and he has the balls rotating. And,
If I was that guy, I'd be like, worth it.
yeah, worth it.
Best way to go out. I thought it'd be heart disease.
Yeah.
This is way better.
This is way better. I got to have sex with Rebecca Ramon.
Is that her name?
Think so?
She is so hot.
I'm gonna.
I just
Google it.
always remember the scene where she gets turned back into a normal person. Is that
Yeah.
the third movie?
What?
You know, she gets turned back into a normal person.
Yeah.
Is that the third movie? Last Stand?
Yes, yeah, it is. No, she gets
Yeah,
turned into a
because
normal
it's the
the last
darts,
stand.
those poisonous
Yeah,
darts or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
that turn you back into a non-mutated
Yeah,
person.
she jumps in front of them to save Magneto.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a text there, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I thought something terrible had happened. Turns out nothing terrible had happened. We're okay, but but talking about Avatar, its sequel just got pushed, and we know that because Disney put up their release schedule.
And Fox got the shaft.
Yeah, really did.
So Fox release,
Pull it up there, please. Fox release, go on.
Fox release around 12 movies a year.
Yeah.
They will be releasing 6 movies a year from
Mm-hmm.
now on because Disney said so. That's pretty much it. The Mouse House said so.
It's Rebecca Romain, or it's Romijn.
Sexy Mystique lady.
Yeah, sexy Mystique.
Can you remember the scene though, where she gets turned into a normal person and she's
totally.
just naked on the
on
ground?
the floor? Yeah,
Boom.
yeah, that's a good
From
scene.
from 6 to midnight straight away.
Pretty much, yeah. But anyway, this
From Flaccid City to Sex O'Clock.
let's keep it PG for the Disney talk that we're
fair
gonna
enough.
do. But Rebecca Romain is one sexy ass motherfucker. Anyway, 2019 release schedule. That's all. There's nothing strange there. We're all pretty. We
Well-
already knew about them.
So one of the fun things is the fact. Well, I guess it's not fun for Fox. It's
Yeah.
just it's good for us fans who've been chomping at the bit to see certain movies like Gambit.
Yes.
Disney just said, "Yeah, you're
That,
right."
you're speaking for yourself, by the way. I could give two shits about Gambit
I was only interested.
for charming taint man.
Charming Tate Man, and also at one point I think Doug Liman,
Yeah,
the guy who did Edge of Tomorrow, was going to direct him in it,
okay.
and I was like, okay, I'd buy that.
yeah, I suppose.
And then was it Robert Zemeckis? That was
Yeah,
the last
Robert
person.
Zemeckis.
I would watch that too.
yeah,
I know he's off and on. He's not hit miss
No.
like Ang Lee.
no. Well,
He's hit.
yeah.
I think he's hit miss. Hit.
Yeah.
Like, except for he
He's
went
got
through a weird phase.
He's
didn't
got a
he?
2 out of 3 average, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or at least he had in his heyday.
Back to Future
Yeah, exactly.
or Back to the Future. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's his heyday,
Yeah.
really.
But Gambit as a character, I don't know a lot about him.
Cajun. I just know that.
Yeah, Mon Chéri. I don't even know his real name, and I know the real name of a number of stupid comic book characters, and I can't even think. Remy LeBeau. That's it. That's his real name. I
Fair
just
play.
got it there. It came to me in a minute. I got the rat from Ratatouille, and I said Remy LeBeau. That's his name. But I don't know how he would work in a solo movie. He works better in a team up sort of situation. But he's
Either
cool.
way, we won't be seeing it
No,
unless
we won't.
Marvel.
Yeah, it's
Do it.
gone.
It's gone.
Next.
That's gone. Well, staying on X-Men.
Yeah.
So far, right? What's
Dark
it?
Phoenix.
is coming out.
Clinging on for dear life.
Please,
Yeah.
guys.
Guys,
Please, guys.
it's finished.
Yeah.
You gotta release it.
Well, it's not like New Mutants where they're like, hey, guess what? Back with the line again, please.
yeah. New Mutants is 2021 now?
2020. Is it 2021? No, it's 2020.
Oh, okay.
But now I think it was 2018, 2019, then 2020.
Yeah, it was finished filming in 2017, we discovered.
Yeah,
It
wasn't it?
completed principal photography in 2017, and then they haven't done the reshoots yet. And you brought up this excellent fact.
So yeah, September 2017
Yeah.
is when it finished filming, and it was supposed to come out in April 2018.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
it did
pushed
not.
back a full 2 years. Fox watched the movie
Mm-hmm.
and said, "Oh fuck." Now, supposedly Fox had a huge hand in making this movie.
It's never a good
Fucked over
sign.
the director. The director was really unhappy with it, and it was supposed to be a horror X-Men movie, which I love that whole concept.
It is a great concept.
Sorry, I'm so sickly.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a great concept, and supposedly when Fox watched it back, they were like, "It's not horrific at all." You know, it really isn't. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a horror movie. So they said, right, we need to order serious reshoots, like half the movie reshoots.
Mm-hmm.
That was around a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Now it's been pushed back 2 years. And as you were bringing up, my point is Maisie Williams and a few of these other actors, they filmed this when they were around between 8. Well, some of them were like probably between 16 to 20. 3 years later, they're going to look different.
They do.
Like, they're going to actually have to de-age them with makeup.
And we look at Maisie Williams differently now that she has had sex on screen.
Yes.
A lot of people,
Very differently.
for a lot of people, their little sister just had sex on screen,
Yeah.
pretty much.
A colleague of ours,
Yes, yeah.
you know who I'm talking about,
Yes.
a guy who's obsessed. If you're listening to this, you know who you are too.
Yes, yeah.
K-Dog.
Yeah.
And he's obsessed with Game of Thrones. He mentioned this episode. Second point.
Yeah.
Arya had sex. That was his second
Isn't that
point.
great?
I forget what his first point was. I think it was something like I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Second point was like Arya had sex. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was the second episode.
Yeah, that's the second
I think the
episode.
third episode. I can't remember. All I do was I took a mental note
Yeah.
of it took him 1 point. Well, it took him 2 points to get into
Really,
Arya
that was
having
his
sex.
first point. So the
Yeah, he just didn't
Yeah.
want to seem like a weirdo. She was like,
Exactly.
"Oh, did you see the color of that
I'm
room?"
surprised he didn't say Maisie Williams had sex.
Yeah,
Because normally
yeah.
he refers to the characters by their actresses' names.
I'm pretty sure he actually said that.
Oh,
He said
okay.
Maisie
I had a
Williams.
feeling. Maisie Williams had sex in this episode, did we?
But I feel like he just went, "Well, you know, did you see the color of that room over there?" And like, yeah. And Maisie Williams had sex also.
yeah. It
Also,
was
yeah.
It was a Trojan horse point at the beginning.
Trojan horse, that's
A
perfect.
Trojan horse where he
And a poorly made Trojan horse where you're
pretty
like,
much,
"Yo,
yeah.
I can see is in there.
I can see it.
It's made of fucking glass."
I know what you're gonna say. Just say it.
Yeah, it's a Trojan horse made of glass.
Yeah,
That's what it
pretty
is.
much, yeah, pretty transparent. But
So yeah, Maisie Williams is going to look really different in the reshoot.
very different.
It's going to
very
be like
different.
it's going to be like Superman in the Justice League, where they're going to have
When
to
it has
have
no
her
mouth.
floating mouth because now she has a beard.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
she's gonna have a
I'm
floating
keeping it
mouth.
for a movie. I can't shave it.
I can't shave it.
How
Yeah.
did you grow it?
Tom Cruise said I can't shave it.
Tom
I'm doing
Cruise-
Mission Impossible 8.
Tom Cruise just goes around telling actors and actresses, can't shave, can't shave, can't
Yeah.
shave. You're allowed to shave, can't shave,
Hey,
can't
if
shave.
he said that to me, I'd be like, "Yes, sir."
Yes, sir, Mr.
Okay.
Cruise. I'd do anything to be in a movie with Tom Cruise.
Oh my god, I would do so many things.
I love Tom Cruise. Whatever about his
What
personal
ex-wife
life.
do you want me to kill?
Yeah, pretty much. I know there's two. The funny thing is,
Two that we know of.
two that we know of. Yeah, I've heard about Tom Cruise that there is like a 1 in 10 chance that he will call you on any given day. Like if he's friends with you, or even
Oh
if you,
shit! No, I was getting excited there for a minute. It's like,
no, if he
that missed call. I know it was Tom.
Yeah, yeah.
I know it was Tom.
It wasn't Ramesh looking to update your phone plan or something. It was Tom Cruise.
Just give me your credit card details.
Credit card details, please. No, it was apparently when you
And
work.
then now it's Tom Cruise ringing in. He's like, "Yeah, just
Yeah.
give me your credit card details."
Just give me your credit card details. It'll be fine.
I'd be like, no problem.
That was more of a Mark Wahlberg impression than a Tom Cruise. But anyway, apparently once you've worked with him, he'll there's a good chance he'll just call you up and be like, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on with you?"
What a guy.
He's just so cool. He always gives birthday presents, by the way. If you,
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst said, because she worked with him on Vampire's Kiss. No, Vampire's Kiss.
Oh my god! Now you
Interview
ruined it
with
for
a
me.
Vampire.
Interview with a vampire.
An interview with a vampire, and he has sent her a birthday cake every single year
Wow, what a guy.
since she was a kid.
That's
Appar-
Tom Cruise for you.
Yeah, apparently he's just a good guy despite his personal beliefs.
Yeah, the media just like seems to jump on him for being crazy, and anything they do say, if it is true, he is crazy. I totally believe he's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's
I
one
like
of
him,
the
though.
true. Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
so likable. And I think he's probably the one true film star living right now.
Totally. The Rock is coming close, but
The Rock is coming close, but yet he doesn't make the money that Tom Cruise makes.
No, and he doesn't do the work that Tom Cruise does.
And
Like
Tom
Tom Cruise is so heavily involved in the stunt, the script, everything.
Now, The Rock is to a certain extent like his
Yeah.
production company, but it's a whole other level.
I
It
think
really
it-
is.
it's
I
eclipsed.
yeah, go on.
No, I was just gonna say it's eclipsed by Cruise.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I'm nearly sure it was either an actor like Simon Pegg or a director.
Yeah.
But they were saying that it could have been Christopher McQuarrie, the guy who did the last two last two Mission Impossibles.
And he's going to do the next
The
one.
next two.
Yeah, next
Back
two. Yeah,
to
yeah.
back, motherfuckers.
Can't wait.
Oh, movie boner right now just thinking about it. Sorry, just hey, was gonna go up.
Hopefully, him and Ilsa in those movies finally get together.
Lock shit down, and he
that
breaks
is
through that wall.
And she wants it Nando spicy as well.
Fuck it. What degree? Yeah.
Extra
Volcano,
spicy,
baby.
extra hot. The sexual tension between those two in every movie.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's impossible to watch.
I'm nudging people I don't even know when I'm watching that.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it. Yeah.
They're doing it up here.
Yeah,
They've done it many times up here.
Many times up there. Yeah, absolutely.
Was their point? Tom Cruise, like in his heyday. I know you still think he's in his heyday, but
Pretty much,
I mean when getting paid heyday, he was getting like 15%.
Yeah.
Of the intake of the income of that movie. I'm nearly sure he got 10 to 15% of the income for what was the one he did with Spielberg? He did one movie with Spielberg, didn't he? War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds, yeah.
Yeah.
He was getting 10 to 15% of that.
50%. That made like 500 million. And I bet he got like a standalone paycheck as well. He probably got like a cool 10 million.
It's not even that good of a movie.
No.
It's a good performance from him in it.
Tim Robbins and him. Is it Tim Robinson or Tim Robbins?
Tim Robbins is Shawshank.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah,
he's the basement guy.
Oh, so he is. Yeah.
That's probably my favorite scene.
Yeah, that is a good scene.
Where he has to
Or when he gets
sort
taken.
him out.
Or when he gets taken by the machine. And he's
Yes.
in this thing with all the different people.
Actually, the moral dilemma of choosing between his young daughter and his older son.
Oh, yeah. That's rough.
That's really rough. And people start taking the daughter.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, who are you with there, girlie?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, come with us. And she's like, no, my dad. And she's like, oh, they just think she's lying or the dad's dead. And you start taking her away. And he lets go of the son. And he goes over into like fire, pure fire. And he goes after the daughter.
Tom Cruise is great in that movie.
That's such an effective scene.
He's great in almost every movie he's in. I don't think he has a dud.
Yeah.
I would need to look into this specifically, but I am almost confident in saying Tom Cruise has never made a bad movie.
No, he has. He's made many bad movies.
What bad movie? Name one.
What's that one like Home and Away or
if you can't think of it, it doesn't count.
Far Away? The one where he's like, we diddly do today, I'm an Irishman. Was it Far and Away? Nicole Kidman, that's where he met it.
I'd rather not say.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Anyway.
Or Jack Reacher 2. That's a god awful movie.
Right, it is a bad movie.
And I love the first one.
Okay, I take it back. Tom Cruise has made some bad movies, but he is good in almost every movie
Also,
he's in.
I believe that if I took his daughter,
Yeah.
he could jump onto the top of my car and hang on to the roof rack until
definitely.
slow down, and
Yeah.
he'd probably punch through the window.
And we know for a fact Liam Neeson could not do that.
That's the thing. You
Yeah.
see Liam Neeson with his dad bod.
Yeah.
His knees are probably fucked. Like,
Yeah.
he would never catch the car. Tom Cruise would.
My friend always points out and taken to the amount of cuts of him climbing over the fence. It's like 15 cuts of him just climbing over this fence. Whereas
Neeson, stuntman.
Yeah,
Neeson,
stuntman.
stuntman. Out of breath. Oh, Neeson.
Whereas if it was Tom Cruise, what would have happened is Tom Cruise would have jumped down off the roof, climbed over the fence, leaped over a gap, and slammed against the wall, and it would all would have
And
been
then
one
he
take.
would have ripped his ankle in half and then cut.
Yeah, and that's when the cut would happen. Yeah, but to go back to the New Mutants reshoots, did you hear about the reshoots that happened for Dark Phoenix?
Oh, they changed the ending
Changed
from
the
a
ending.
spaceship to something very similar.
Oh yeah, very similar. A train.
A train.
A train battle. So they had this big ending planned, and it was going to be in space like the Dark Phoenix comic. Although I don't know why. I don't know why they chose to adapt. It's a very famous X-Men comic, but it is so complicated and typical 1980s comics. It's almost. Oh, excuse me. I have to pause there because
Excuse me.
it's almost impossible to adapt.
Okay.
But they were clearly trying to, because they had this big ending in space that was going to happen. But they
I'd love to know how much you spent on it.
So would I.
That's all I want to know.
I'd love to see the original footage as well, like the space battle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did it look awful or did it look
Or
like okay,
or
but
did it
just
look
not great.
passable but make no sense? That's what I want to know.
I bet that's it.
Yeah.
I bet that's it.
It
That's always like. Have you seen Venom?
Yeah, exactly.
The ending of Venom. Did everyone just scratch their heads and go, "Well, that's all the budget gives us, so
Yeah.
that's
Let's
what
just
we're
have
going to
these
present."
two blobs fight each other. That's perfect.
The faster the action, the less people will realize that
And
this
we'll
looks
and we'll
terrible.
set it at night, and we'll call it the Battle of Winterfell. No, but they changed the ending to a train. So, ooh, exciting!
We see a bit of it in the new trailer
you
as
see it
well.
in the new trailer. The new trailer was good. Of all the terrible trailers for X-Men, that was a good trailer.
Both of us were like, "Oh shit, we actually want to see this now."
And yeah,
it's hard to get excited for a movie
true.
that's like
I
the
think-
long goodbye.
Yeah.
See ya.
I think I'm gonna try and see the movie. Originally, I think I've stated on this podcast before, I was not excited about this movie. I was hoping this movie would die and Disney would just put a bullet in its head.
Say it came close.
They did. I'd say they came close. I like all the cast. It's not their fault. It's the writing and everything around it. But I think I will give them one more chance. I will watch their
The
swan
last
song.
chance. It has to be the last
well,
chance.
it's it. That's it. So I will watch their swan song, but I will sit there with crossed arms most of the time, probably very upset about something that makes no sense.
Well, here, actually, talking about reshuffling,
Yeah.
we were talking off air that Avatar has been pushed back. Do you know the original date for that was 2014? For Avatar 2?
I did not know that. No.
2014. I had a lot of time on my hands today. So 2014 was the original
no.
date. And it was pushed back and back and back. The last date was 2020. Now it's 2021.
And then, funny enough, the schedule that we have up, could you put the schedule in the video? Could the editor put that in the video?
Oh, yeah,
editor,
no, of
could
course.
you put it in?
There it's in.
Okay. Thank you, editor.
That's the editing noise, by the way,
Yeah.
folks.
But if you go to the very bottom, the only things that are scheduled in times where it would just I guarantee you, when you schedule things this far in advance, they're not going to release on time. Almost
yeah.
never. But the only thing that is scheduled for 2023 is untitled Disney live action Avatar 3.
Well, let's even say it this Christmas 2023.
Yeah.
Avatar 3. Christmas 2024.
Star Wars. Christmas 2025. Avatar 4. Christmas 2026. Star Wars. Christmas 2027. Avatar 5.
So, for all the film studios out there, hands off Christmas.
Yeah.
They're taken.
They're taken.
That's probably pretty much what Disney's saying.
Also, they're saying that Star Wars and Avatar are equal properties. Pretty much,
I
because
didn't
there's a
think
year
of it
between
that
each of
way.
them.
Oh, you smart boy.
Doesn't it seem that
well,
way?
actually, after The Last Jedi, they could be.
They could be.
They could
yeah.
be.
And Solo.
This is literally Disney pissing on this tree.
Yeah.
It's my property.
Yeah.
Pissing on that tree. That's my
My
property. Yeah, so they own Christmas for nearly the next 10 years.
It's crazy.
Nearly the actual next 10 years. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. By the way, this might be, I think, the last thing we talk about today, but I asked you off air, what solo Star Wars movie or unrelated Star Wars movie would you actually like to see?
Oh, and I cannot
Still
think of
can't
anything.
think of one.
I think it has to be an original or a prequel.
Yeah.
You said like a prequel,
Yeah,
some sort of
well,
prequel.
there's
You
a
had the actual time and setting
Well,
ready.
there's a famous sort of area that people who love Star Wars always talk about is the Old Republic, and it's like the Sith at the height of their power, the Jedi at the height of their power. Well, not the. I mean, you know, it's the two of them. They are two massive organizations fighting each other, and it's like the golden age of Star Wars. You know, and it's
so one's not stronger than the other. They're just both these massive powers.
they're
Is that what
having
you're
they're
saying?
having battles that span across the galaxy, you know, with each other, and there's lots of cool stories of betrayal, and you know,
That would be great to actually have a massive spanning movie as well, because even though it seems like that, it's all around the galaxy.
Yeah.
You're still kind of contained to these one or two stories.
Also, I'd really like to have a Star Wars movie where they don't have to go, well, it's good to see you, President Organa, and then they look at the camera and they go, it's Leia's step, people get it, or they give them a pistol and it's like, I hope you don't give this pistol to some scruffy looking nerf herder in the future.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
goes, don't worry, I won't. But then everyone looks at the camera and goes, it's Han Solo's pistol.
And then some tin guy comes up and goes, "Hey, I'm Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, exactly.
How's
Yeah,
it going?"
yeah.
And he's eating a hot dog.
He's like, I'll stay young and thin forever.
Yeah.
And he's just eating a
I
hot
love
dog.
to exercise.
Yeah.
I'm a good guy.
He's played by
He's a great looking dude. It's Brad Pitt or some shit like
yeah,
that.
he's played by Brad Pitt, and it's a young Jabba the Hutt. And he's
What
just
could go
completely-
wrong?
Yeah. And he's like, boy, oh boy, I sure like talking in common. I hope I never develop a language that is almost incoherent. Kumate wata solo.
I also,
the only line I
I
know.
sure like these space dogs.
These space dogs are sure good.
I mean, hot dogs, by the way, and he's not actually eating space dogs. He
Or
could
maybe
be.
he is.
Yeah, they could be delicious. I don't know.
I like to think a cruel man like Jabba the Hutt would eat a
Yeah,
space
He
dog.
sounds like a nice guy in this
Oh,
iteration.
in the Old Republic, he was the sweetheart, a real sweetheart. He wouldn't crush a fly,
You
but
can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No
Ooh.
time to talk.
That's a reference to a future episode you may see.
Foreshadowing.
But yeah, that would be the only thing I would like to see, or maybe an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
Yes.
Because Ewan McGregor, as everyone knows, is the best part of the prequels.
Yeah, when he's allowed to act.
When he's allowed to act, he's the best part of the prequels.
Sometimes he's just a cardboard cutout going,
Yeah,
"No, Anakin."
yeah.
Don't do that to Anakin.
Yeah. But,
And George Lucas is like, "Less acting."
yeah, less acting, more CGI.
What the fuck do you call that?
Yeah, they always do one take and then
What's
like,
that expression all about? Less expression.
less expression, more sand talk. They're always like, George, we could do it again. He's like, no, it's okay. I'll fix it in post.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't think so. I don't think you can fix
Take
that
pictures
in
of that
post.
man's face.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it in post.
Yeah, I'll do it. We'll do it live. Have you ever seen that clip?
No.
Never seen the Bill O'Reilly clip where he goes crazy? Oh, classic nerd clip. Or not nerd clip,
I'll
but
check
like
it later. What is it, though?
YouTube clip. It's he's struggling with this prompter thing. It's not working, and some guy is not fixing it, and he just goes on a fucking. He's like, "Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. I don't care. I don't give a shit. We'll do it live." And he just goes off on this guy. It's so funny.
Well, Ian McKellen,
Yeah,
he
on
broke
the Hobbit.
on The Hobbit.
Yeah.
He's just talking to tennis balls, and eventually he's just like, "I can't do this."
I'm a thespian. I'm a proper actor. Yeah, he
yeah,
goes
like
crazy.
this guy's like a theater actor, you know?
Yeah. I mean, rightly so. I kind of get.
Yeah, like he literally, even when he's talking, you feel like he's on stage.
Yeah.
He's just made for that.
Well, he brings a lot of gravitas to
Exactly.
Gandalf.
That's the word right there,
Yeah.
gravitas.
Do you know originally what's his name? The guy who plays Saruman.
Oh, who plays Saruman?
Yeah, Saruman. What's his name? Oh, I can't think of
sorry,
it.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, yeah. Christopher Lee
I met him in
did
UCD
You, oh, you did. You told
your
me.
college.
Yes, yeah. Oh, now people know where I go to college.
before he died. Yeah, I seen him. Oh shit.
That's okay. I'm never there anyway.
Mostly American listeners anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So find him.
Yeah, go find me. If you find me, I'll give you nothing.
Because I have nothing.
But
Except herpes.
yeah, well, no. It may be.
Oh, sorry, we're lying. Okay, yeah, no, he doesn't have it.
No, ladies. It may be. What is it? The love time? What did you say? The love time?
Oh, sex o'clock.
Sex o'clock. That's it.
the love time.
Love time is so lame.
Well, the love time is sex o'clock.
It's
but
true.
Sex o'clock
It
sounds
may
better.
be sex o'clock with me,
Yeah.
but it's a safe and clean sex o'clock.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
We were also talking about Flaccid City earlier as well.
We were talking
It's a
about
terrible
that.
place. Don't go there.
Truly terrible.
Yeah.
But Christopher Lee
Real
was
low-rise buildings. sorry. This is terrible. All bungalows.
not a lot of penthouse suites.
Yeah, exactly.
Christopher Lee was promised the role of Gandalf because he helped get the movie made, and then
No way.
Peter Jackson started shopping around, and he eventually gave it to Sir Ian McKellen, and he got Saruman. But Christopher Lee knew J.R.R. Tolkien, like they met before.
Wow, that's cool. Well, he
loved the
was
source
like
material.
400 years old when he died.
Have you heard about when Saruman gets stabbed in the back in the movie?
Yeah.
Have you heard about the story behind
Nope.
that? Okay, well, Christopher Lee worked with the SAS in World War II. He was like
Whoa.
a spy, pretty much. And
What a man.
And he doesn't talk about it a lot. He was also in a death metal band until the day he died.
What?
Did you not know this about Christopher Lee?
No, and I met the guy.
I know,
He
Christopher.
didn't mention that once.
He has a death metal band. You can buy their albums. I don't know the name of it, but I'm sure if you Google Christopher Lee death metal,
The Christopher Lees or something
yeah,
like that.
you'll find it. But
Yeah, go on.
he obviously gets stabbed. That's not typing. He gets stabbed in the back by Wormtongue, and he did this take one way, and he went up to Peter Jackson. He says, "You know, Peter, when a man gets stabbed in the back, his air doesn't like suck in, his air doesn't release, it's like that, you know.
Okay.
And Peter Jackson was like, oh, okay, do the scene that way. So
What else are you gonna say?
yeah, so Christopher
No,
Lee,
do it my way.
yeah, so Christopher Lee had to tell Peter Jackson what a man sounds like when he gets stabbed in the back and dies.
That's scary.
And you only know that from one way. You only know what happens
Yeah.
from one situation in your life.
Unless he was in very close proximity
yes,
to the act.
Yes, that may
but
be
I'd
true.
like to think that he was a man who,
I'm sure it's
who
true.
did things.
Yeah, there's his death metal band. What is it? Massacre of the Saxons? Or is that the name of the song? Oh, Charlemagne. It's Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Huh. That's a good name.
Oh, we should move on to the trailers real quick.
Oh, okay.
Because, well, actually, do you know what we should talk about? Sonic. Because we were talking about that last week.
Yeah, we should finish.
Congratulations, Internet.
You win.
You win.
Now, those animators that thought they were finished for the summer will have to come back in and do overtime that they won't get paid for to change Sonic to how you like it.
So the director actually tweeted saying, I hear you, fans.
Yeah.
Or they weren't fans, really. They were just the public.
Heard you guys.
Yeah. And, people hated it so much that they're actually going to change it, which never really happens.
No, it really doesn't.
So that means it must have been worse than I even thought. Because actually, one of the guys that I work with was saying that his mates thought it was great. I was
Really?
like, what the fuck? Because he hated it too. Mark.
Right, yeah,
he was like, here, my mates say it's decent. Like, what was the song, Gangster's Paradise?
Yeah.
That's in the trailer of a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I love
Crazy.
it. Here, if you fucking painted a hedgehog blue and gave him some Red Bull, you get better. You get a better.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
You get a better.
It's his legs.
Product.
It's his legs that are the problem, 100%.
No, the
and
teeth.
the mouth.
The mouth for me, I
Yeah.
was wrong. I was for me the skin and the fur just looks so surreal.
I mean, that was never going to look good in my mind.
Yeah, but Pikachu looks so much better and it has a very similar texture.
By the same studio as well.
You were saying
The
it's
same,
the
same animation studio do it.
which we just figured out then that has to have been a choice. That's preference.
Well, that's the thing.
If they can do what they did with Pikachu, the
Yeah.
same production house or whatever they are,
Yeah.
digital animating house. If they can do that with Pikachu, they can do that with Sonic.
Yeah, well, the thing that normally happens is the animators will get multiple things, and it's like, these are the possible choices for how you animate this, and they'll present it to the director
Like
or
the
whoever.
overall design of like,
Yeah,
this is
they'll
what
be like,
Sonic could look like.
This is what the character could look like. This is what Eggman's things are going to look like, you know, and they
Yep.
sort of shop around what they want. It's called concept art. You see it all the time, you know.
All the time, yeah. Some of it's amazing.
Some of it's really cool. A lot for video games as well. Video games has some really cool concept art.
Superhero costumes.
Yeah, that too.
Constantly you see that.
Yeah, you see them changing in like different designs and
You've
stuff.
seen the Stephen Strange stuff with Benedict Cumberbatch before
Yeah.
it even came out. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, he is Stephen Strange.
Yeah, it's so cool. But anyway, they'll present that to the director or whoever, and they'll go, okay, I want this one. And normally the animators will have already decided on one that they want, so
Yeah.
they will make a few more outlandish ones in hopes that the director will go, well, I
Please
want
go
this
to
one.
this one, yeah.
But what clearly happened on this movie is the director saw the outlandish one. He's like, I like that
That
one.
one.
And they're like, are you sure? You sure you want that one?
Please choose again.
I drew that like 2 minutes ago on a whim because I
Yeah.
figured we needed one more option. He's like, no, that one. Perfect.
It's almost like Brexit, where England voted for them to separate with the EU, and the government is like, the English government's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure?
But even still, and then the people were like, wait, what happens when we have Brexit?
Yeah.
Do I not get more money and we spend less money on stuff? It's like, nope, that's not what happens.
Could we vote? Could we do another vote? You know, that you can imagine the design team are just like, you picked that was a joke.
I never thought the Sonic movie would draw a Brexit analogy, but we just did that. That's the type of content you get on Straight to Series, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome.
Sonic and Brexit.
Sonic and Brexit.
Hands in hand.
Same thing.
Pretty much.
Same thing. Just put Gangster's Paradise over the next Sky News clip of Brexit.
And it's perfect.
Same thing.
But yes,
So the internet won. That's how I feel.
I feel bad for the animators. I really do.
Because they'll get the worst of
They're
it.
going to get shafted, and I just hope that they get paid overtime, but they probably won't be.
Yeah.
Because people in those industries like animation, new media, and video games and stuff, they tend to not earn very much money.
Do you remember all that craziness about the sausage party? where the animators supposedly got paid nothing, and
Yeah.
they worked like 50 hours a week, 60
Yeah.
hours a week to get that done. That budget is something like 19 million.
You know that's a culture in animation and video games. I watch a lot about this because this is the kind of stuff that I was always interested in. But there's a real crunch culture in terms of animation and like creating video games and new media. Where
You got like 3 hours, go, that thing, you know, like
that and
5 months.
That and like a lot of them are on contract work. So what that would mean is like they don't get the benefits that you would have, and you're only allowed to be on contract for 18 months or whatever. So what they will say is
Like self-employed practically then.
pretty much, but so technically they do have a job, but they don't get any of the benefits from it.
Yeah.
This is normally in America and things like that. And they will say, well, we, you know, people here, there's an environment where you work 60 to 80 and 100 hours a week on something, and you know there'll be that environment that's encouraged by people, even though it's not technically right or whatever.
Yeah.
And then people will want to do that so that they can get off the contract work and finally get a job, you know. So it's a sort of self-perpetuating thing. That's where horrible. People are on contracts that they can only be on for a certain amount of time. They think a job is happening at the end, but the only way to secure that job is if they work these
get the job
insane
done.
amount of hours and get it done. And also, when it comes to stuff like animation and video games, you know, people want to work in those industries. So the argument always is, hey, if you're not happy, quit, because there's like 5 people who can do your job.
There's a line outside.
Yeah.
And also, when you think about it, they didn't change the release date for Sonic.
They didn't.
And yet the overall design of the character, every frame of that scene, of that film,
has to be changed.
Has to be changed.
So, you know, it's going to be a real tough time for those animators.
And it's probably weird where they have to keep the exact dimensions, because they probably have certain areas cut out already, and they want to, you know, because they only have so much time to do it as well, which even limits them more.
Well, can you look up Sonic the Hedgehog movie and just look fixed Sonic? Because there's a tweet where someone tweeted out and they changed what Sonic looked like in it. But one of the things that they did, you can just leave Sonic the Hedgehog movie and just put fixed.
No, it's just fucking
Sonic the Hedgehog movie and just put like fixed or something, and then go into images. But yeah, someone fixed it. Scroll down. Oh no, it's not there. It's like a tweet. It's like a tweet from someone where anyway someone changed it, but they made Sonic shorter. And I'm like, he looks so much better when he that's it there. It's the one with the missiles flying at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see that? So he looks so much better.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
On the right hand side, but they made him shorter, and I'm like, those animators can't do that.
The eyes as well look great.
Yeah.
The kind of more feline eyes.
Absolutely. Everything looks great. His legs look great as well.
Yeah, that would be harder to do for the animators. That's exactly what my point. Yeah, at least I'd imagine so.
Well, that's the thing. They made him shorter, and therefore he's taking up less space on the screen and all this.
Especially if that's just purely that scene there is probably purely CGI.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a scene when he's with James Marsden, there's all that space free for them to shift the size. But with that, you have to pretty much re-render the whole thing.
Also, that's one frame of a 1 hour 40-minute movie that person fixed,
and all those scenes are going to be purely CGI.
Yeah,
we're talking about the missile scene in the trailer. In case I'm putting it up for anyone who's just listening.
Yeah,
when the missiles are all coming at him, and he looks at his watch, and then he runs around them.
His watch, by the way, doesn't have a watch.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a watch in either.
He's just being a badass.
He's just being a cool guy. A cool rad guy. But I just think that design.
Past the freckle. All right, let's go then.
That design, while it is so much better, is like that's a massive change. Yeah, huge change.
The skinnier legs look great as well.
It does. Everything about the redesign looks great in that picture.
More pronounced nose. Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
Bigger hands.
Bigger ears.
Bigger hands. Yeah.
He's just less like a person.
Yeah, and that was the wrong move to make, is to make Sonic look like a person.
I know.
Because I already think what they're going for is Sonic will have been pulled in from another world. So they had all the licensing in terms of the story to make him look as kind of cartoony and different as they want. And they went for a more humanoid version, and it's just it wasn't a good choice.
No.
I just hope that we see all the other Sonic characters like Shadow, Tails.
Do you think he meets
Knuckles,
Tails at the end? Post-credit scene?
Either Tails or Knuckles will be in this movie.
Do you think the post-credit scene or...
Ooh,
I think post-credit.
It might be when he goes back to his world you might
Yeah.
see like tails.
So
or something.
odd that he has his own world.
By the way, this movie's going to end. We've already seen it. You know when Dr. Eggman has the head or whatever?
Yeah.
Dr. Eggman is going to get trapped in Sonic's world, and that's going to be the setup for Sonic 2. There you are. You're welcome.
Spoiler
I've
alert.
just spoiled the whole movie for you.
Yep.
So yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about before we...
I want to talk about Hunk and Skunk. That's what I want to talk about.
Sounds good.
I love our Hunk of the Week.
So do I.
This is going to get us some backlash, but fuck you guys. Oh, there's a good picture of him there. Like, what the fuck?
What a man.
So, Urine Greyjoy. No,
You're on.
Euron Greyjoy. I'm messing.
You're on Greyjoy.
Euron Greyjoy is our Hunk of the Week.
Shot down a dragon.
He shot down a dragon.
Impregnated a queen as far as he knows.
Fucking laid a dragon in the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much. Yeah, he fucked a lion and killed a dragon.
Fuck it, there you go. Yeah.
He is...
I never tried to get a taste. I actually didn't. I thought she'd lead him on.
I didn't either.
And then she was just like, you know what? You're a fucking charmer.
You.
Go on, get in the sack.
He is one of the most one-dimensional characters on a show full of nuance, and I love him for it. He's awesome.
But also, we were stating that people were saying it's unrealistic. I went to school with around 50 guys just like
Pretty
him.
much, yeah.
Just less charisma, less likability, and not as good looking as him. Yeah? I know he's not like a great looking guy, but I'm sure on the red carpet
there was a red carpet picture of him. He's a
Yeah.
handsome man.
Is he?
Go back there.
Oh, actually, fuck yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's alright. I wouldn't kick him out of the bed either.
Pilo Ashbach.
I knew that was going to be his name.
Yeah, I knew it. He's
he's such a boyo though. I love this guy.
He's good. I just whatever about like I don't need nuance in all my villains in this show, you know?
No.
I just like it. It's cool.
In many ways, he has more nuances because he's just that guy who's like, I fucking hate that guy, so I'm gonna kill him. I like her. I'm gonna have sex with her.
Yeah.
If he tries to fight me, I'm gonna fucking fuck him up while I'm fucking her.
Yeah. He pretty much from the moment he's arrived, he's done almost everything he wanted to do.
I also think that he had sex with her once. And he thinks he got her pregnant.
He got it, yeah.
He's that potent.
Doesn't know it's a Jamie baby in there.
That sperm is that potent.
Yeah. Speaking of Jamie babies.
I'd like to think as well.
Yeah.
That he didn't even come inside her.
No, really?
Just fucking all over the place. And he's like, I still got her pregnant.
Still got her pregnant.
There you go, lads.
Yeah. Potent as fuck.
Potent as fuck, magnet everywhere.
He definitely made sure. Like she probably tried to pull away a little bit. And he was like, no. Prince is coming.
Either that or he blinded her, you know what I mean?
Well, she seemed pretty into it.
Spider-Man!
She knew she only had to do it once because she was already pregnant.
Yeah, but he's getting another taste. Look at him lurking there.
Definitely.
Look at him lurking.
He's waiting for his next slice of
pie. He could be fucking her right there.
He could be.
He could be slipping
and
it
the mountain is watching. As he likes to do.
Always watching. GoPro on his chest as he's watching.
Not for him, for Qyburn. Qyburn wants the video.
We want the mountain cam.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
On the top of his helmet. You see nothing because he's so tall. All I see is clouds. But look at him. He's just slipping it in there and she has that smug smile.
What a boy.
And he's thinking, you know what? I'm going to do it in the bum. She's going to get pregnant.
he's so confident in his own ability.
So confident.
Just so confident. But our skunk of the week is for the father of Cersei's child.
Yes.
Jamie.
He broke my heart. He broke Brienne's heart.
He broke all our hearts.
Fuck you, Jamie.
But he will redeem himself when he murders his sister.
Yeah, he better. Or if Euron Greyjoy, him and Jamie have such a good showdown. I want to see that.
That would be good. I'd like to see Euron's axe go up against Jamie with his left hand sword.
He holds the karate chops.
Yeah.
Judo chop.
Yeah.
Austin Powers style.
I'd like to see that. I would.
I haven't seen him beat the shit out of someone with his hand.
Yeah.
With his gold hand.
I know.
He should beat someone to death with that hand. He should have
had a knife on his hand for the army against for the fight against the White Walkers.
But there's never been a point where he hasn't bitch slapped someone with that.
No, he hasn't. He's caught a sword in it indoors.
I want to see him kill someone with a bitch slap.
And he goes, breaks their neck, turns
and
it all around.
On the ground.
That would be good. That might.
Shit, and he's like, Brienne just fucking burned my toast. I shouldn't have done that.
And then she's dead.
And then all the feminists,
no,
a wave of them just come over. We told you guys, don't touch her.
Game of Thrones just took down a woman with her bitch slap, and I am upset. That's what the article.
Here, actually, just to counteract their argument, so a strong woman can't love a man.
Oh yeah,
that's
true.
Literally what happened. She fell in love with a man.
Yeah.
She is the strongest, one of the strongest characters. We're talking about Brienne, by the way.
yeah.
In all of Game of Thrones, when she beat the shit out
One
of
of
the
the best
Hound.
fighters.
Oh my god, when she beat the shit out of the Hound.
Yeah.
I'm still not okay after that fight,
No.
and I mean in a good way.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I just had a full, solid, rock hard boner for that whole
So
fight.
good. Such a
It
good
was
fight.
amazing.
It was.
And now she just loves him, man, and he just broke her heart.
We always knew that she loved him and he loved her.
Yeah.
The two of them just, the second that they met back up with each other, they fucked. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
you know?
in my head he did.
Yeah. No, I mean that.
The earth shook.
It did. It definitely
I
shook.
tell you, if the Hound and her caught it on,
The Hound has no interest.
two cranes just
Oh,
two bulldozers,
the children those two would make.
the strongest children. The Big
biggest-
Show. The Big Show just walks out of her vagina. Where?
That's a big show.
Big Show. He just walks out in a diaper.
You see, Jamie, this is what you've given the Hound. A chance to be with your woman because you are the skunk of the week.
Yeah.
If you want to be hunk of the week next week, this is a promise I will
Here we
make
go.
to you.
Yeah.
Next week, if Jamie kills Cersei, he is hunk of the week next week.
And I want to say as well,
Yeah.
if Euron Greyjoy beds Cersei again, he's getting hunk of the week.
Oh, as long as he's alive. As long as he's alive.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to bet her if he's dead.
I know, but he could do it beforehand.
Yeah.
You know.
He's such a bio. He probably thinks, when I'm
Yeah.
dead, I'm still going to fuck him.
One of these men will be hunk next week.
Yes.
With a different skunk. We can't do the same thing
Yeah.
twice in a
Cheers
row.
to that.
Cheers to that. That's a
There we
straight
go.
to serious promise right
Yeah.
there. So you should like and subscribe if you want to find out.
Nice.
Yeah, if you should like and subscribe if you want to find out who next week will be
Yeah.
our hunk of the week. Even though you already wanted to know, but now there's an added bit of pressure. It's a cliffhanger.
Remember that
thing.
Keenan Kel one where he's like, "Oh, to be continued." Have you ever seen that episode?
Yeah,
That's what we're doing right there.
To be continued.
Man,
we were
you're
meant to
so
both do
dangerous
it.
right now.
We were meant to both do it, but whatever.
Oh, okay. To be the lamest
Perfect.
podcast and the coolest
Ben
podcast.
Affleck wins Best Worst Tattoo.
Yeah, Flaccid City.
Okay. Bye, guys.
See you.
Like and subscribe.
Please do. Flaccid City.
Like and subscribe.